Good God, you're freaking on fire already, dude.
I'm not.
You're like yelling in the studio.
I was not yelling.
Yeah, you had your headphones on.
There was some yelling.
There was like, you're like, talking like this loud. It's like
No, I
very
wasn't.
assertive.
Well, why don't you go with a good morning?
Chill,
You're
man.
usually yelling.
Chill, man. It's a season 2 finale.
Man, I am so happy this season's over.
Wait, he
Kevin-
said season finale, not series
Oh,
finale.
yeah.
You mean
There's a
we're
3.
coming back?
I don't know.
We don't know yet.
I want to check Kevin's blood pressure right now. Dude, we should have a blood pressure cuff in here.
I love it.
I have one in my office.
Lindsay has one. I guarantee you.
I have one in my office.
Kevin's blood pressure.
Sitting right downstairs.
All right, we got to do
We're doing this
Get it
on the
quick.
air right now.
Oh, yeah, we got to do this real quick.
No,
He's
my
so
blood
amped.
pressure is
Dude,
high.
your blood pressure's sky high. You were
My
like,
blood pressure's
you're about
high
to punch
usually.
a damn hole in the
You
wall.
were freaking out. Look at this. You can't script
I
this
can't
stuff,
do that.
man.
There's a needle
dude,
on
that's
this. I
all
don't
fine.
want this. Like,
That's
Wait, we're going to inject ourselves?
Driver.
no, thank you.
What is, like, I want, what is that?
I
Like
have an electronic
1940s
one
technology?
downstairs.
I agree. Like, what the hell is this?
It's out of batteries.
What, are
though.
we going to measure our heartbeat? What the hell is that?
Do it.
Like, duk, 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 duk.
It's a sphygmanometer.
Whoa.
There you go.
Sphygmanometer.
I don't go to nursing school.
That's a
so-
4-letter word
I want an
around
easy
here.
one. I press a damn button. I'm an American. I want a button.
That's
Just give
what
me
I
a
have.
button
That's
and
what
a
I have.
battery.
I have my office.
Right?
Steve might have one downstairs. I gotta
Well,
get,
by the time you get it, your freaking blood pressure is going to be normalized.
my blood pressure is usually high anyway.
Yeah.
But I don't want to
Morning,
take,
everybody.
I'm refusing to take medicine to.
Good morning,
Whoa,
everybody.
moderate
Welcome
it.
to the season 2 finale of Left of Center. LOCPOD, your favorite podcast.
Yeah, this is it. I like the fact that we did 23 on the 23rd.
Yeah. It was
Which is a nice-
it was a sign from God.
It was it was time to
It was time.
time to just
It was time.
roll it up and check it in,
Yeah.
put it away for a couple weeks.
So we are going to be back, but we're not going to come back until the Friday after Easter. 2 weeks.
Friday after Easter, right?
2 weeks.
April 9th.
It's like a normal vacation.
Yeah, well, most like cool and famous, radio and TV stars take a couple weeks off here and there. So
We gotta-
so I guess we don't deserve
emulate.
that because we're not famous, but we get to take 2 weeks off too. John, are you depressed?
What?
Depressed that it's only 2 weeks off.
Yeah.
And Lindsay, I think
Lindsay checked out 2 weeks ago anyway.
she's like, "What do you mean this is the finale?"
Like,
My therapist said I can't get too involved.
really?
Oh,
You
so
can't-
you're okay
don't
with 2
hold on
weeks?
too tight.
2 weeks is fine. I can recoup.
You can
2
sleep
weeks is
in a little
good.
bit.
Catch up on my studying. Yeah, I can sleep in.
2
Have
weeks
some
is
breakfast with your new husband.
Yes, I can actually see him in the morning.
Oh,
That would be
nice.
nice.
Yep.
Maybe.
I gave my daughter and son-in-law a snowblower.
Nice. Right after
Right
the snow
when
ended.
the snow is no longer around.
I never used it. I could have given it to him during the snow, but I decided to do it after.
That was nice. So 2021 snow
that's a
in November
$500
or December, you're good to go
$500 gift.
Yeah, I know.
Right?
I'm ready to go next year.
next year.
It's one
In
of
the
the.
meantime, it's just something you have to store.
Yeah, it's just chilling out
They
in
have
the
a
garage
lot.
now.
They got a lot of space. They got a new house. So
Good job, Linz.
yeah,
Thanks.
good job, Lynn. I gave it to
Adulting.
her, dude.
Yes, but
I'm like, I gave her something free. You're like, good job, Lynn.
Thanks. I'm definitely benefiting from my
I like
father.
Thanks, Lindsay.
to promote
You're so
Lindsay.
sweet. You're such a sweet daughter.
Thanks,
Well,
Kev.
The notorious LMP.
yes, which is for lamp. We've decided.
Lamp.
How about Lindsay? How about you do your spiel?
That's a
We'll do
really good-
We have people coming in.
Yeah.
we have things going on.
This is gonna
We
be a
have
busy
surprises.
episode.
So Lindsay, do your thing, and let's do our ads and thank our sponsors for the last time this season.
All right, you're listening to Left of Center, where we cover everything from politics to important events of the day in the Midwest and the nation, all while having way too much fun while doing it. If you can't get enough of us, you can follow us on Facebook at Left of Center Podcast or on Twitter at LOCPOD, LOCPOD. And if you cannot listen in live, you can download our episodes from the Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, or iHeartRadio apps. Just search Left of Center Podcast and look for our red and blue logo. Don't forget to subscribe and rate us on every single one of those applications as well. Even if you don't have an account, make an account, go and rate and review. Also, for all of our sponsors, thanks. Kevin told me to say thank you, so thank you.
Thank you, sponsors.
Thank you, Lindsay.
We
Thank
have
you to our sponsors.
We have a sponsor that sponsored every show coming in to visit today.
every
Every show,
I
like
don't-
even the first one. Well, maybe not.
that's not true.
when we started taking sponsors.
Okay, I'll have to go back and review. But many shows, and was the most
When we
was the sponsor
first
that gave
two
us
shows,
the most faith in us. Said, I'm going long.
But the first 2 shows, we didn't have sponsors because we didn't know
Good point.
enough about sponsors at the time.
We didn't realize we had bills to pay.
We were lucky we were on podcasts.
We didn't realize we had a $200 a month Comcast bill to pay for our,
had
for our 2 telephone
we had a
lines
fundamental-
that no one has ever called in.
We had a budgetary deficit.
Yes,
we didn't
we
realize.
did.
We were too ignorant to realize We have to make money to do
We
this.
better get some sponsors.
Either that, or
quick.
we're going to be like writing the checks ourselves. So now we have great sponsors, but that sponsor that's coming to visit today has been a sponsor for every episode
We'll let
where you could
we'll
have
let you
sponsors.
guess. Good point. Yes,
There you
I'll
go.
agree with you.
All right, let's go. I'm going to start
Your favorite.
Misprint Printing with both Munster and Hammond locations. Rick Baltensberger and his team are there for absolutely all of your printing needs. All of them, not part of them. Every single one of them. He could do it all. He's responsive. Yeah, fast. And very, very, very good.
He's geeking it out this time.
That's right. Banners and signs of all sizes, from wrapping cars to business cards. No job is too big or too small. Call Rick or Teresa at 219-836-2517. They'll do it all.
I like the fact that Rick, he obviously listens. He texted us some funny stuff after last week's show.
Yeah.
He loved your read. So
The sexy read.
well, I don't think he liked that one.
I was like, he's responsive.
that was Lindsay's
He's
therapy
fast. He's very good. It was the whispering that really added to
read.
it.
I'm sure that really got him going.
It's like the creepy
Rick's like,
whisper.
this is yeah.
When we're doing like real stuff, John, you should do the creepy whisper after. Like I'll be talking about something like swan deaths, and then you're like, swan deaths.
Oh.
Avian flu.
No, that starts sounding like the Taillon takeover, which I was never a big fan of.
By the
there
way,
was like an echoing. Remember the echo?
yeah,
Taylor, take over.
That
Take over.
didn't
Take
fly
over.
very well, but whatever. That was nice of him to come in.
Check his blood pressure, Lindsay. I think it's high again.
hey, I
Let-
regret doing this poll, man. That's going on right now.
Why?
I'm going to shut this thing down.
Well, no,
if
no,
more
no.
people
Let's see
don't
what
vote
the-
for me.
Let's see
Who
what we
will
got.
you miss most during the break?
That's easy.
What do we got? What do we got?
Lindsay is overwhelmingly.
I voted for
winning this.
Lindsay.
You voted for Lindsay.
I voted for Lindsay.
I voted for me.
Because I won't see her. Because Lindsay's probably the one person I won't see over
I'm
break.
gonna
I
miss
voted
myself.
for me too. Though,
I'm gonna
so.
miss
Oh, thank
myself
you,
the
Lindsay.
most during
It
the
runs
break.
in the family.
Tom's gonna
During
vote.
the break, I'm gonna miss the locomotive the most.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Latitude Commercial is a full-service commercial real estate brokerage and property management firm specializing in northern Indiana and the Chicago suburbs. Local tenants and national developers have benefited from Latitude's experience in the commercial real estate market. When you select Latitude Commercial, you get Chicagoland expertise with worldwide marketing and networking ability. Whether you're a developer looking to sell, a tenant looking to expand, an investor looking to purchase, or an owner in need of property management services, Latitude can help. Contact Latitude at 219-864-0200 or at latitudeco.com so they can get to work for you. I don't like that one.
It's sexy.
I don't like that. It's
sexy.
not.
Yeah, they should have like to pay extra for the sexy version.
Nice.
That'd be a good poll.
Yeah.
Is Tom's whisper sex?
It's John's whisper. I was copying.
Coming
Thank
up.
you.
Whose whisper do you like more, or who's is
John,
sexier?
yours is creepier and sexier. I'll give you that. You have way more experience in that realm than I do, but I'm just
Creepy,
trying to
sexy
emulate.
whispers.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What a compliment.
Beam longest enough. Beam longest enough.
Beam.
Please.
BLN is an award-winning consulting firm with experience in all facets of infrastructure projects. Founded in 1945, BLN has provided decades of expertise as a consulting firm. Guided by third-generation leadership, the core group of BLN partners and associates strive to remain leaders within the consulting community. Our history and experience has helped us define a clear vision to work towards total client satisfaction. For more information, call us at 1-800-382-5206. One more time, BLN at 1-800-382-5206. They do all of our bridges in the city of Hammond. If you like our pedestrian bridges, Beam has done every single one of them. They're
And many around the highways of Indiana. And the
they
Midwest.
do all kinds of infrastructure work. If you're a city, if you're a business, BLN is they represent most municipal clients across the state of Indiana. I mean, they have hundreds of clients across the state of Indiana, and they do great work. So even though we're having fun, they are a great firm. And if you like what's going on in the city of Hammond on our bike trails, they've been a big part of that. So Beam longest enough.
Big firm.
It's a big firm across Indiana. So.
Thank you to BLN.
Thank you, BLN.
The Ron J. Prestimer Insurance Agency has been located for decades right on Indianapolis Boulevard in Hammond, serving all your insurance needs. They specialize in a wide variety of insurance products and services, including auto, home, business, life, and much more. Prestimer Agency serves over 1,000 people and businesses all around Chicago and in the Midwest. Call Ron or Ronnie at 219-844-0103. Thank you to the Ron J. Prestimer Insurance Agency for being a steadfast sponsor of this quote-unquote podcast.
All your insurance needs.
I'm
I think
destroying
what's
on this
happening
poll.
is John and Tom are just turning each other on. Like Lindsay and I are just
Sounds
sitting
like
here
a Tuesday to me.
Lindsay and I are just sitting here like, okay, keep it going.
Well, I'm dominating this
Keep
poll.
whispering to each other.
man.
John, you finally found a poll you dominated.
Dude.
Who has the creepiest whisper?
creep-
I've
Creepiest
dominated
whisper.
polls before, Kevin. Okay,
John has the
that came off weird.
We're gonna have to clip
and you
that
think
one.
what I say is...
John has
We
dominated
just
quite a few
learned
polls.
something very inappropriate about John Besmeyer.
Yeah,
He has the creepiest whisper.
He has a
you lost another poll.
Try Electronics wants to be your complete communications provider. All right, I was waiting. Try Electronics has been a leader in the industry for more than 55 years and can provide your business with end-to-end communication solutions. For more information, call Try Electronics. Jesus.
This is a good way to lose sponsors. But I'm glad John's going to be paying the bills from now on.
With
your paycheck.
Try Electronics wants to be your complete communications provider. They are at Try Electronics has been a leader in the industry for more than 55 years and can provide your business with end-to-end communication solutions. For more information, call Try Electronics today at 1-800-722-6793. That's 1-800-722-6793. Or visit them at their website at try-electronics.com. That's try-electronics.com. And tell them LOCPOD sent you.
Thank you to Try Electronics. Challenging Learning Center. We had Laura in here, of course, last week. So
She was a great guest, by
she
the
was
way.
really good, informative, and a fish head.
And cool, yeah. Like, we talked about Challenger, and then
Yeah.
we talked about music.
She wore her mission control.
I don't think we'll ever have an
suit.
astronaut in here again.
I don't
Astronaut
know.
outfit.
Yeah, you're right. Astronaut outfit. I don't know if we will. It's
Anybody
not
can be an
something-
astronaut.
Really?
You can be a billionaire and be an astronaut now.
Now you can.
Right.
Yeah, you can pay
You're
your
not,
way in.
dude.
Not a NASA though. She had a NASA astronaut suit.
True
on.
story.
That's true.
True story.
I think it's probably. Do you think it's still hard to be a NASA astronaut? I'm
Yeah.
gonna say yes.
Incredibly.
Yeah.
an
Right.
ass astronaut.
NASA.
I bet you. I bet
An
you.
astronaut.
I bet you'd be an astronaut even for SpaceX. It's super incredibly hard.
Got to be aerospace engineer or something
I would think
crazy.
so.
And don't,
Navy pilot.
difficult.
I can. Yeah. You have to be able to like deal with isolation too.
Good point.
Mm-hmm.
SpaceX.
They were doing. I was reading something
Yeah.
about.
Could you imagine the psychological?
Dude, like if you go to Mars, it's a one-way trip first off, and then you're gonna live in a freaking bubble the rest of your life.
It's a one-way trip to Mars.
What is it, like 3 years or something stupid like that?
6
to get
months,
there?
I thought.
What?
John, how long did it
Seriously?
take?
6 months to get to Mars.
Yeah, the little rover. I thought it was 6 months. Oh well. Anyway.
You
6
know,
months.
I
Isn't
read
bad.
a
No.
I almost did 6 months in a submarine. So
I read a really funny story about Space Lab when they were switching crews. The crew that was being replaced left like fake dummies in like the space control chairs. So when the new team came in, they saw like bodies
Oh my God.
chilling out.
That would have been freaky.
It would have scared the crap out
7
of me.
months, John confirmed. So
Really?
that's it. 7 months. But I would think. I mean,
that's not bad.
no. Wouldn't you be nervous that
People are
maybe
gonna
the
actually.
pod's
You
not,
can make that. No,
could
I
do it.
mean, people are gonna die going back and forth for sure. Yeah,
7
but like,
months
Yeah,
to
just
Mars.
jettison them.
no,
into
if you have
space,
any
just-
problems at all, you're dead.
Yeah.
Like that spaceship, if it has like a slow leak, if it has a generator blowout, you're dead. You'll never make it.
Think about the fact that they, in 1969, they landed on the moon and came back. Like 69,
Yeah.
pre-digital
Right.
era.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, how about
Whoa.
Apollo 13? They had an explosion and they used the whip around the moon to get them all the way back
Think
to Earth.
about that.
That's crazy.
Good movies.
Mm-hmm.
Challenger Learning Center. Check out a family-friendly spring break program at the Challenger Learning Center. Families are invited to celebrate spring break and the changing of the seasons by participating in a Guide Through the Night Sky Planetarium show. Whoa. In a Guide Through the Night Sky Planetarium show on March 31st at 10 a.m. or 2 p.m. Guests will learn about the Earth, Moon, and Sun and what celestial objects can be seen during spring. For ticket and event information, visit clcnwi.com. That's clcnwi.com. Thank you once again to all of our sponsors for helping support us this season.
For
and
2
pre
seasons.
Yeah. Some of them have been around a long time, so that's really, really cool.
One
and
of
very
them
nice.
in particular we're recognizing today. It's been there for every.
Mm-hmm.
They were early, and when
Often.
they bought ads going out to April.
Which I thought was cool.
They thought we were going to make it. Which
We haven't.
I don't
yet.
think anybody else.
We
thought
haven't
were
had a
gonna
show in
make it.
April yet.
True, but like they bought all the way through. What the heck is going on?
Whoa.
Oh my!
This looks like a.
what the? There's a dog in the studio.
Oh, this is awesome.
Mayor
Look at that
Bill,
shirt. Look at that
vote
shirt.
for Mayor Bill,
Oh,
Region's
this-
best mayor. Text 685.
The best day ever.
What's up, Bill? How's it going?
Hey, Mayor.
Everybody.
Show. shirt.
This is Fancy Ray Baker.
Hi, Fancy Ray.
Come on,
we got
get
a
that
dog in the
microphone
studio.
up there,
Hi,
Mayor.
doggy.
You can even pull it over to you.
By the way,
Look at his shirt.
He's
Get
got
out
I
an
of
know,
here.
the shirt's awesome. Get
This
that
is-
shirt on camera, John.
this is blatant campaigning for best mayor.
Scoot closer to the mayor, Bill, a little bit.
Hey, Fancy.
Wow. Look at this. What
This
a
is
cute
something.
dog.
All right. This is all out war now.
Mayor Bill
obviously.
in the house. Mayor
Hey,
Bill.
Mayor Bill, what's up?
Hey, everybody. How you
There
doing?
go.
Good.
Lindsay's going to take care of
You know,
Fancy.
this reeks of desperation. You know that, right?
Sure.
Like you
How else do you win in politics?
Except be desperate.
Desperation. Absolutely.
you adopted a rescue dog right in the middle of the campaign. There's something about that doesn't,
Well, you know what? It was just a matter of time before he did it, and when opportunity strikes, you got to take it.
Do you know
Well-
it's National Puppy Day today? Or is that just coincidental?
Every day is National
It
Puppy
is.
Day in my day.
Today is National Puppy Day.
This guy's something.
He
This
knows
guy's
how
too
to do
much.
it.
This guy's too much.
First, he dresses up
He's
and
too
makes
much.
sure he's with the garbage crew. He gets the own photo. Uh-oh, look at this. You're putting it on. This is a mayor fight. We got a mayor fight going on right now.
For those of you at home, I have my world's best mayor badge on. Just
think
to
region's best.
Region's
Galactical.
best. Yeah, America's mayor. But I just want it's in great view of Bill. So, and by the way, I'm wearing the best quarterback of all time, well, the second best quarterback of all time shirt. So,
But that's not.
I agree
what-
with you.
thanks,
John, I
brother.
think it's time to
appreciate
flash up Mayor Tom's. Yeah, thank you. So now we got this going.
it. Yeah, look at that. Text 419-219-245-7030.
And Mayor Bill's got a shirt on that says, Vote Mayor Bill, Region's Best Mayor. Text 685 to 219-245-7030.
Wow.
685 new bank account. In case anybody finds my card, there you go.
It's good to see you. Hey,
Yeah,
man.
good to see you guys as well. Thank you for having me on.
Thanks. You've been a 3-time guest now or 2-time?
Two-time.
Two-time.
I'm a two-timer.
But very
for sure.
active on the chat.
Yeah,
Oh,
Mayor
absolutely.
Bill's
I-
an every
I,
episode guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, man,
awesome.
do you care if we talk about a couple mayor stories while you're here?
Let's get it.
Hi,
Let's talk
Fancy.
about
So
Fancy.
hold it.
Let's
What
get
is
the
this
scoop.
dog? So hold it. Yeah, where did you get Fancy from first?
First of all, Humane Society, Hobart Humane Society,
She's
fantastic, phenomenal
adorable.
people.
She's
This was
adorable.
not the dog that we went in to go look at.
Hey, baby.
The dog we went to go look at did not like men. Which
Really?
caused,
That wouldn't work
caused
well.
a problem. But we left with
Fancy.
the
You're a
right
good
dog
girl.
that we were supposed to.
That's awesome.
So yeah,
She's a
we're very lucky to
cutie.
have her.
What kind of dog is she?
She is a Beagle Lab, yellow lab.
She is gorgeous.
Can we get her in view?
Had her in
Where's
3
she?
days for 3 days now.
Check out what her bandana says on the back, by the way. Vote for my daddy.
That's right.
No way.
This
Are
is
you
going on
serious?
so thick.
Lake Station. There's a lot of taxpayer funds involved in this. I'm quite sure. So like, I would take a close look at your mayor. Lake Station. He's trying to win this a little too hard. Poor Urian's getting left in the dust. We're actively campaigning, and
If
Urian.
Uran finishes
not
third, we're
actively
going to know
doing
why.
anything.
Oh, you're not actively.
I'm
oh,
not
I
actively
just
doing
happened to
anything.
adopt a dog right during the
I
campaign.
just happen to have this billboard I'm wearing. But
Oh,
other than
rescue
that,
dog. Oh, of course it was a rescue dog. As soon as I saw that you
That's
adopted,
hilarious.
as soon as I saw that dog, I'm like, this guy's going down on the next LOCPOD.
That's hilarious. Well, I'm glad you got the message.
Good to see you, brother.
Good to see you as well. Good to see everybody. in
Mayor,
here.
great to see
Kevin,
you.
Hey,
everybody over there.
do you care if we talk about a couple mayor situations since you're in the studio?
Sure. Yeah. Let's
Well,
get to the scoop.
There's a lot
Okay.
of mayor talk.
Which one do you wanna start with, Kev?
I
Why
think we
don't you-
should start with. Let's start with Snyder.
Okay. Last week on LOCPOD, Kevin and I were talking about how damaging the last day's testimony. Did you follow that, Bill?
Yeah. Yes.
Where the Buha, one of the owners of the Peterbilt, Great Lakes Peterbilt, came in and said basically,
Bitter, which was the bitter.
which is a bidder, came in and said Mayor Snyder came into his office shortly before Christmas and said, I need money. And it was the guy that actually said that. And then Snyder proposed they said, no, we're not going to give you a loan for $15,000. And then they decided $13,000 for consulting would be more appropriate.
And then no consulting happened.
That was brutal. That testimony.
And they
was
gave him
brutal.
immunity. It seemed like once they gave this guy immunity, it like opened the floodgates.
Yeah.
I mean, it really made I think it really helped the government's case.
It was probably a close case leading into that, and that was just like over the top.
Oh, yeah.
It didn't hurt. That didn't help the mayor. And by the way, just geographically, Portage and Lake Station are neighbors, right?
Yeah.
Did
Yeah.
you know
So-
James? You
I
did-
did not.
No, that was before your time.
Yeah, it was before my time.
Right.
But it's about time they put a rest to this. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Mayor Lynch is doing an incredible job.
Yeah.
I went to
she
her
is.
State of the City the other day.
Oh, did you?
And she's got, she walked into a mess.
Yeah.
And she's doing the best, her and her team, to fix that mess. So I have full faith in Mayor Lynch, and I know she's gonna do the right thing for Portage.
I agree with you. Mayor Lynch, she's a great lady.
She knows her stuff.
She's super. She's almost like it's a godsend in a lot of ways.
It was like perfect.
Yeah,
perfect person
she's
to come
like,
in for Portage.
I hate to say motherly, but like she's like level-headed and mature and like motherly, and it's hard to like argue with somebody. It's like she's so level-headed. It's like I can't imagine, even if I was opposed to her agenda in Portage. First off, like Mayor said, they walked into a mess.
Yep.
And she's really slowly trying to dig their way out of it. And
I've heard nothing but good things about her.
No, I got a really good chance to meet her during the campaign for Congress, and she's a wonderful lady, and I have all the confidence
Her
in the world.
opponent actually contacted me several times to back him.
That was Chris? Yeah.
No, John Cannon.
Oh, yeah, the Republican mayor, right, yeah.
Numerous times, you
Yeah.
know, please endorse me, please this, and I was like,
Good for you.
nope.
Good thinking.
Right.
Yeah, I
what-
mean,
You don't get in.
is he still out there?
oh yeah, I believe so. I know I'm not bad mouthing the
Right.
guy.
No,
whatever.
I know.
But I'm just saying, several times we had conversations because we did an interlocal project together on County Line Road to get that all paved.
There you go.
And he kind of said, hey, let's work together. Let's kind of, I'll back you, you back me. And I was like, I don't need you to back me.
So, like, a couple of the damaging things that came out about Snyder getting the consulting contract is there was never a written contract. So he gets $13,000 from a firm that just got a $1.25 million contract from the city.
How about not showing up to do any work?
He didn't show up
That's
to do any work.
That's a red flag, maybe.
But,
Maybe
like,
you
but
could do it online,
you could do
I
it,
guess.
you could do a lot of consulting on through email and through on your iPad.
Didn't have any of those either.
Right. So that's a problem. Can you give me work product? It was mostly oral.
Yeah, a lot of
oral.
and in person. On the outside in the parking
Yeah.
lot, we talked a lot.
Yeah, right. We didn't really do a lot of work in the office.
Not
but
on my cell phone, nothing.
It's a sad situation,
It
and
is.
obviously I know James very well, and he's a nice person. He's a family man, and it's sad to see this family's going to go through an ordeal, because he's obviously going to go to prison for.
It's amazing how easily you could slip.
Yeah.
Power, whatever, money, all that kind of stuff. You could see where it could happen, but at the same time, I mean, you're elected for a position to represent people to do the best for their interest.
Yeah.
And right there, it just takes away anything good that he ever did.
Yep.
Because at the end, you end up screwing
That's
the
all
people.
they'll remember.
That's all you remember. That's going to be
Exactly.
the stain, and that's the unfortunate thing. And I know we're not laughing at
No.
at him or
No.
whatever, because obviously it's never fun to.
And he listens to the show, by the
Sure,
way. Also,
and
and he
he-
calls me sometimes after the show. And like I said, I've known this guy since he got elected. So
It's a
7
sad
years.
situation, like you said, Mayor, for his family and and really the constituents of Portage, because it's a stain on
That's who
them
suffers.
as well. And
Yeah, I mean, it's like the image too. It's like Lake County with so many people that got in trouble, and then like after a while, even the good guys in Lake County like us gets splattered with the corruption that happened before us, and we had nothing to do with.
Well,
But, like,
I'm still paying for Keith Siderquist.
Sure,
Right.
same
You know?
right.
Sure.
Think about it. Yeah, you've lived this, right?
Yeah,
'Cause
absolutely. I
you-
mean,
you
every
came
day I
in-
get a phone call. Well, Keith Siderquist promised me this. Well,
Wow.
guess what? I'm not Keith Siderquist.
that would not fly very far.
No.
Right?
And they're ridiculous. He promised this or
Right.
promised this. Well,
Right.
that's not realistic. And quite frankly, if you believe that he was going to do that for you,
Right.
something's not.
And for those of you that aren't aware, Keith was the mayor of Lake Station for 2 terms,
almost 2
almost 2 terms.
and he was
Yeah.
put in jail over basically it was financial irregularities with the food bank, and he had a gambling issue. Him and his wife both, right?
Yeah, they were taken from the food bank, which, in my
is-
opinion, is beyond low.
Yeah.
That's rough.
The gambling. But you know what? That was all before me.
Yeah,
We are moving forward.
course.
I was
we are
gonna
moving
say-
forward positively and fastly.
I think the best solution to something like that, like in Portage with Mayor Lynch, get back on the right track.
Elect a good leader.
Right? Elect a very
That
good.
could bring people
well
together.
said, Mayor. Is elect a good leader.
That brings
and Lake
people,
Station's
right.
done that.
Right, and Portage has done it as well. And Lake Station's done it, even though he's campaigning.
And we're going to find out if you're the region's best. But I mean,
even though he's
you're out there,
campaigning outspokenly for
unabashedly.
I'm gonna make sure Fancy's still around in a year from now.
Right. The rest.
She goes back after May 23rd.
It's a rental.
No, she's part of the family now. Even the Chihuahua is.
Really?
Yeah,
You
they're
have
like
2
best
dogs?
friends. Yeah.
That's
awesome,
great.
man.
But
No, that's
Victoria, the
beautiful.
Chihuahua, put her in her place 2 seconds after she walked in the door.
I'm the boss.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
This is my house.
That is her house. We just make the payments on it and stuff. But that Chihuahua runs the house.
That's
You've
great.
done such a good job. I'm going to have all the employees lay off of making votes for me for one day. and then they'll get back on it over the weekend, and
Well, thank you. And my employees, I as well will make sure they don't vote for you today as well.
Those are mandates, right?
Yeah,
You told
those
your
are-
employees.
That's what we do all day long. We just vote like over and over again. It's like whatever.
Department to department.
I'm sure Bill's doing the same thing.
I hired a guy just to make up email accounts just to vote.
That's all
It's
he
a
does.
consulting contract.
That was a
right?
joke, by the way. Anybody listening? I did not
This
hire
is all
anybody
parody,
to.
by the way.
Yeah,
this is
totally.
a podcast. So, all right, let's go to Michigan City.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Right, that was and is a nightmare scenario. Like, first off, anybody that talks like that has no business being a leader of people.
I agree 150% on that.
Like, even if you say it privately, you have no business leading people. Okay, so
You say it privately, you believe it.
if you say it privately, you believe it. It's even more like that was the worst part. You got a glimpse into how he really feels.
That's the
It's
thing.
like, this is how I talk when I'm by myself in my car, right? Which is the worst
Because
possible
now
thing.
anything you say publicly, everyone just has that in the back of your mind.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we know what he really thinks.
That's your DNA,
That's the problem.
right? So
And he does not plan on stepping down at all, does he?
no, and as you know, you don't have to step down as mayor. It's
No.
just how much crap could you put up with?
Well, when the council pretty much says we're not working with you at all, like we
That's-
don't even want nothing to do with you. I mean, where do you move from there,
Dude.
You got to do if you truly cared about Michigan City, you
There
do
you go.
the right thing,
Mayor,
and you
you're
would
right.
step down.
That's the issue right there. If you cared about your community, you'd know that you've lost the faith
Right now, it's about
of the
ego,
people
and it's
the-
about
right.
that.
He cares about his pride more than he does the people.
Absolutely, Lindsay.
Yeah.
That's right, Lance.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's lucky he got elected in the first place, quite frankly, because Mayor Muir, who was the mayor before that, did you ever get a chance to know Ron?
I did. Yes, I
Ron's
did.
a great guy. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
he
friends
is.
with him. He had a self-inflicted wound, basically, politically speaking, like shot himself in the foot right before the election. And his kid did something, and then Mayor Muir did something that was dumb for a mayor, even though it's
But it
your
got
kid.
cleared, I think, of it. Didn't he? Those charges got dismissed.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think they did, but it was sloppy.
It was sloppy, and it was bad timing for sure
like,
for the mayor.
politically, like, okay, so legally, okay, fine. Legally, he was cleared.
Yeah.
Politically, like, you have a lot of power as mayor. You have the power to do great things. You have the power to do bad things, right?
Yeah, well, didn't he allege, Mayor Tom, that the prosecutor had it out for him,
Yes.
and that's why these charges came,
And then they got an independent prosecutor,
and they dismissed him.
but still, it was sloppy.
it was sloppy.
If
It-
I
it-
did that as mayor, you would want to kick my butt.
I would, and
Right.
it was real bad
because
timing.
it was sloppy.
Real
and
bad
it was right
timing.
before the election, like 9-10 days before the election.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy when I see how loyal of a guy
I was
am.
just going to bring this up.
So, like, I was good friends with Ron. I am good friends with Ron and his wife Agnes. Great people. Okay, and Ron lines me up because he's like, "Hey, people in Michigan City like you, Mayor Tom." And I was wondering if the weekend before my election, you'd come on a radio show with me and we'll do a big show in Michigan City. I'm like, "Hell yeah, I'll do that for you, Ron. I'd love to help you." Right? And I was uncontested, so I wasn't worried about me. Right? So, like, I'm lined up like the weekend before the election, and then all this stuff comes out, and he gets indicted. He gets indicted like Thursday, right?
Yeah, charged. I mean, right? It's state charges, so I don't think there was an indictment. They just charged him, right? The prosecutor
Was
charged
it a grand
him.
jury? It was okay.
No,
Prosecutor
and that was one of his complaints.
right. So the prosecutor charges him, but he's indicted,
Yeah,
Right.
He's under charges.
and I'm still set for my show, and I'm like, this is an ethical dilemma. Like, he's my good friend. I support him. And obviously, what he did, I thought was just like politically just a dumb move he made. And Ron would tell you that too. I'm not bad mouthing. He's my friend, right? He would tell you I made a huge mistake. If he says, like, when your kid's in trouble, if you say something like, you know, my family's going through a lot right now, people would feel sorry for you, right? Instead, he took action.
Took
and-
kind of the attack mode.
right.
Yeah.
So anyway, I did the show. Him and I
Did you?
went there. I did.
Good for you.
I did, and like I talked about how the whole thing was stunk. It did, and how, you know, the prosecutor inserted himself and had a clear conflict of interest. Like, somebody from the outside should have come in, and a lot of mistakes were made. Ron made some, the prosecutor made some, but ultimately, Ron lost his election, and we ended up with Mayor Perry.
And look where we're at now.
I know,
And I think interesting, Ron, Mayor Muir said some interesting things that kind of like almost like, hey, this isn't a surprise to me, kind of
Really?
comments. Yeah. So-
Interesting side note is Mayor Muir is African American. Is a Caucasian mayor married to an African American woman. So
in a diverse city, by the way.
in a diverse city, Ron was perfect reflection of the mayor's office, in my opinion. He's in touch with the DNA of Michigan City, and then because of a self-inflicted political wound, we end up with Mayor Perry, and now we get a glimpse into how Mayor Perry talks when he's not on the record.
You know, I saw the article that John's got up. It says the Michigan City Council members weigh possibility of impeaching, and I mean, They can try it. I mean, they're right. I don't know if you read the article, Mayor, but it has to go through the state legislature. The state Senate actually votes on impeachment.
It seems like a federal impeachment.
Well, yeah, it's set up like that, right?
Right.
I mean, historically, right, we all know the state constitutions are, at least in some part, based on the federal constitution. But the weird thing is the impeachment statute says that, like, mayors, right, they're liable to impeachment for any misdemeanor in office. So they would have to, the way I read that is you'd have to say Mayor Perry committed a misdemeanor to get him impeached.
And he didn't.
I don't see it.
Is stupidity a misdemeanor?
Right, it should be.
If it would be,
none of us would have jobs. None of us would have jobs at that point.
Dumb shit. I've done some dumb stuff.
Cheers!
I have.
Cheers to that.
I mean,
one.
honestly, but you know what? Honestly, Mayor, like, you're gonna make dumb moves,
Oh yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
like the thing is, you gotta, like, I'm comfortable enough to say that publicly now, where the residents know that I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna make 900 good moves, and I'm gonna make 100 bad moves, you know, but like 90% is pretty good, right?
Yeah.
You know, but like that's the thing, is realizing after 17 years, I realized that it's okay to make mistakes. You're going to make mistakes, but you make a mistake like Mayor Perry
Like
made.
that, there's no
coming back. In my opinion, there's no coming back.
Real
from
tough.
that.
Real
Especially
tough
in
comeback
Michigan
from that.
City, a diverse city like Hammond, like Lake Station, Gary, East Chicago, Whiting, like even highly, like you have diverse cities. There's no way you could lead a diverse
I think that,
community like that.
one of the things that I thought was just so crazy about that whole phone call, if you listen to the whole thing, was it looked like the minister wanted to have a meeting on an issue, on a letter.
He did.
And the mayor basically said, yeah, I don't have really time for that meeting. I'm not, we'll talk about it when I see you, blah, blah, blah.
Dismissive.
Yeah, I'm not even going to meet with you, which I think that's troubling too, because, I mean, I'm sure you can't meet with everybody that calls your office, but if you have a meeting that you think you should take, you wrote a letter to a guy about an issue, and the guy wants to meet with you, or the woman wants to meet with you, and you don't have a meeting, that's problematic.
What's
I
your
think.
policy
And
on
then,
that,
then after he hangs up, then he insults the guy.
Yeah, of course.
Like,
That's
I'm
just-
not going to have a meeting with you. And by the
And
way,
then, by the way,
guys
all the-
like you just want an audience. I mean, and I'm being polite about
when you
what
say
he
guys
said.
like you said these black guys, they all want an audience.
Basically, that's what he said.
there's
and he threw a swear word in there too, I think.
Yeah,
But
he did.
Yeah.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Oh, there's no recovery from that.
Yeah, no. I'll meet with anybody.
Yeah.
As soon as it starts getting disrespectful, though, guess what?
Good for you.
You're out. Mm-hmm.
I don't meet with everybody.
It'd be impossible.
Hammond's a bigger city, obviously.
yeah.
But like every message that comes into my office, if I don't meet with them, somebody does. It'll be Phil. It'll be the police chief. It'll be like the department that messed up, because usually somebody's calling because they're upset about something, right? So like if they didn't get their garbage picked up, it's not going to be Mayor Tom that meets with them. I'm
Not
like,
trash. Trash is an ordeal.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Oh, my
well, you'll go
Lord.
out and get it for him. We know
Well,
that. We saw in the
absolutely.
Times.
I picked up four cans on the way down here, and got that cat finally out of the tree.
Text 685 to 219.
Yep,
Guy's
685.
working hard.
Mayor Bill.
685. Yeah, but Mayor Bill, I'm a huge fan of yours. I think you're the perfect person in Lake Station, and I appreciate you supporting LOCPOD.
Yes.
We made it through 2 seasons.
It's been 2 seasons already.
Isn't that crazy?
It feels like forever.
I know.
It's been less than a year, so.
What is it? What episode number is it? 61 or 62?
Nice, John.
John,
23
you know?
plus 37.
Vocal.
Is that 60?
What do they call that? Vocal fry? Vocal fry.
I think I was here on episode 13.
Were you?
Wow.
The last time.
That's
This is
it?
61.
Yeah.
60.
Wow.
We're in the 60s.
Yeah.
You were
Almost
you were season
retiring.
2 episode
Almost
13,
retirement
right?
age.
Or
We
season
can
1?
apply for the AARP.
Season 1.
Wow.
Yeah, season 1.
Look at you, man. You've been with us all the way.
Thank you, Mayor Bill.
Absolutely. Thank you guys.
We love this. I love this.
I like, you know what? You're a good person to watch.
Thanks,
You're a
brother.
good person to see how you handle yourself.
Thank you.
And I respect the way that you handle things. I'm kind of the same way in that
You are.
aspect.
You and I have a lot in common, but
We do.
We do. And that's why I think we get along so well. You are seriously. There's a couple people when I met and I fell in love with their campaigns. Yours was one of them. Another one I'm going to compliment you is Dave Urahan. Like people I met and I was like, this guy gets it. You're doing it the right way. And you reminded me of me. I moved to the city I ran for mayor of. By the way, I didn't grow up in that city. That's not an easy thing to pull off, man.
No.
You have to be a special kind of cat to run for mayor of a city you didn't grow up in. And you've done a great job in Lake Station. And if you weren't running against me, I would vote for you for best mayor.
There we go.
And Mayor
There was
Dave,
like a second place.
I'm voting for all 3 of you. all three.
Yeah, you know, well, last year it was myself, Mayor Urahan, and then you.
Mm-hmm.
I was 6 months in the office and I get a phone call from the Times and said,
Yeah.
"You're third place region best mayor." And I said, "I didn't beat Tom McDermott."
You're like, what the hell?
Wait till next
I
year.
was like, "There goes my sponsorship ads."
until next year. And now look at him.
Yeah,
Full
well,
press.
By the way,
this was all done in jest.
For sure.
And
I love you, man.
May the
if
best.
you win, seriously, I don't even care if I win this year. I'll be honest with you. I mean,
I went
He
to
says
three. I
that,
went to 3
but-
Burger Kings yesterday to try to find a crown, so we could have like a crowning ceremony when this was
great.
done.
Did you find one?
No, I did not find one.
because where's my damn
Burger
crown?
King.
All right, all right.
You know what?
gotta
We
work
need the
on
Times
this.
to let us know when because voting ends the 31st.
The Times should do something like this. Something silly.
They
Help
would have
promote
fun.
him,
That would be
right?
fun if Mark Chase is listening.
Like the crown and yeah. I
All
don't
right,
think they
so
are.
in
I don't
April,
think
I
they
think we're
are.
going to know in April. Maybe we'll know when we come back.
We can.
Yes, we're going to. We
Absolutely.
don't need Mark Chase to do this.
Look
We're
at
just
Dave
doing it amongst
Duran,
ourselves.
You guys.
Absolutely.
So I'll go out and get a crown since I'm the winner this year. I'll
Okay.
get some type of stupid crown.
I'll get a tiara.
Okay, and then what we'll do
That'll
is
be
whoever
cute.
wins, we'll have like a formal ceremony.
Sounds
All right.
good to me.
You guys are leaving Dave Duran out. Like you're just saying, like
Mayor
Dave, you're not
has
winning.
no
He's
chance this year.
not
He's not even
It's not
campaigning.
even it's not a competition.
Really?
He's in
Wow.
Florida. Sorry, Dave. He's in Florida. You're not even campaigning. Bill is
Enjoy
He's
the
on the
sun.
golf course.
Florida.
Bill is actively campaigning right now. Dave
I
is
mean,
in
after
Florida.
after this,
Is-
I am going to pass out 400 food boxes, which is the truth.
I'm voting for you.
Is there a sticker on those boxes that says text 685?
No, I want to keep my job. I want to keep my job. So, there's
Didn't there? Wasn't there a
Mayor?
Mayor Lake Station that had something to do with the food pantry? Yeah.
Yeah, I unfortunately, we partnered with Beyond Four Walls Church in Miller, and one day the pastor gave me a call and said, come out and check out this facility, and I went out there, helped him volunteer. The next thing you know, he's like, hey, I've got 400 boxes of food for your community.
That's awesome,
And we
man.
don't have a food bank right now because they
Right.
kind of all
Disbanded.
retired.
Oh, really?
So now we're trying to reassemble a group of people, dedicated people, and that's the hard part, is finding dedicated people who want to make a difference in their community.
Yeah, man.
And I think that with this administration, we are really starting to get people to see that it takes all of us instead of just one of us. It's not, you just can't, the mayor can't fix everything. There's 7 council people up there.
Mm-hmm.
Call them. You're represented by 3 people. Not everything is a run to the mayor. Even though I'd love to handle every situation, it's physically impossible. And that is one of my big things that I've been taking a step back from, is letting the council people do what they're supposed to do.
Good for you, man.
And
Awesome.
then, so
Well, thanks, Mayor Bill. I
Thank you,
appreciate it.
guys.
Always good
We
to
have-
see you. And one more plug for the Hobart Humane Society, where you
absolutely, Hope
Where
Humane
is she?
Society. Here, she's laying down right
All
next
right.
to me. The dog has not
she's-
left my
she's a
side
cutie,
since
man.
I've gotten
That's
her.
adorable,
Fancy
dog.
Lucky,
Ray
fancy,
so much.
fancy.
Fancy
Ray.
Ray Baker.
There you go, Fancy Ray
Thanks,
Baker.
brother.
Reba
It's good to see you, man.
McIntyre.
Awesome.
You
I'll
too.
see you soon.
Thank
Thanks
you
for
very
coming
much.
for the finale.
Keep up the great
Thank you,
work, man.
Crown Trophy, for the shirt, and Tina Thompson for my vote for my daddy dog
Awesome.
That's cute.
banner.
Get those plugs in.
And,
I'm going to get the crown. I'm going to work on that. So we'll have a formal ceremony. But
We'll
I have
have
to
it.
wear. I have to wear it for a couple weeks before we give it to the next person. I didn't get the pleasure.
Well, when the Masters is over, you still get your green jacket. You just got to give the next guy one.
I have a
So,
green jacket,
There you go.
but I'm
We
not
can-
giving it away. I need it for
The crown.
St.
I'm talking
Patrick's
about
Day.
the mayor
That's his
crown.
favorite St. Patrick's Day card.
Oh,
Yeah,
you know.
I busted
Kelly
it.
Green.
So anyway, good
Still
to see you,
All
wearing
Mayor
right,
Bill.
thank you
Still
guys.
wearing
Thanks for
green.
having me on.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations,
Mayor
guys,
Bill.
on 2 years.
Awesome. Thank you.
And
2 seasons.
2 seasons.
2 seasons.
Feels like
Seems
2
like
years.
2
It's
years.
been like a
Yeah,
half
seems
year.
like it.
Kevin, I just want to make one more thing.
Yes, sir.
During our little exchange the other day,
Yes.
no, I lied. You would be my type.
Hey,
if
you know,
if you were 90-year-olds in a hospital
Hey,
bed,
why don't we,
like
why don't
an
we
Anna
leave you two
Nicole
alone?
Smith kind of a situation,
Wow.
I would have
An old guy.
Mayor Tom sign some papers away,
I
and
was
then
feeling
I would
pretty
legally
jilted.
be.
I was
Wow.
feeling
Kevin-
jilted.
It sounded harsh.
Dude,
It
he-
sounded harsh, and I didn't mean
Bill,
for it to come out that
he
way.
came out. I could tell when he gets defensive. He's super defensive. Like Bill rejected me. This
I
is
was like, man,
can tell.
It was like an episode of The Bachelor. For 1 second, like I didn't give him his rose.
I was down. I felt down. Well, thank you, Mayor Bill. I'm
Thank
glad
you
I'm
guys.
still your type.
Absolutely.
Thanks, brother. Good to see
Thank
you.
you, guys. Good
Thanks.
seeing you.
We got
See you,
another special guest walked in the studio. Also, perfect time. Bye, Fancy.
Good. Don't forget those headphones.
Bill, she's
Wow.
she's a gorgeous dog, man.
Mayor Bill and a dog. I mean, what else could we have on season 2 finale? You know what I mean?
Well, it can't get any better. So where are we, John? We're going down. So what's happening?
Definitely going downhill now. I don't know. Who's
Rumor
coming
has
in?
up. I see Aaron McDermott and Phil Taillon.
One of which is
visiting
a
us?
sponsor.
Yeah, one of them is planned. The other one is just desperately trying to get on the air.
Just want some
Aaron,
more.
I want to celebrate Latitude Commercial for being a sponsor on every show.
That was
Hey,
available
Bill forgot
to be
his coffee.
sponsored.
Yeah, hold on.
Oh,
Go
wow.
ahead, right here.
Phil's got his sugar water with him. I
What's
see.
up, boys? Nice to see you. Welcome to LOCPOD, guys. Good to see you again.
Good morning.
Hey, throw those earpads
Wow.
on. What's up, man?
These guys
My
are
brother?
professional.
My other brother? My real brother? My
How you
other
doing,
Thanks,
Phil?
brother. What's up, Phil?
How we doing? Good morning.
What's up?
I'm doing well. Doing great.
Yeah,
Nice to be here.
Are you guys trying to like one up us? Aaron's like, I'm wearing a sport coat. Phil's like, I'm wearing a tie.
But I think I have the low chair. I feel
Pull it
like
up.
I'm like really low.
It's all
Hey,
right.
everybody. Yeah,
Pull it up.
exactly.
Oh,
Yeah. Hey,
There we
what's
go.
up?
What's up?
Hey, we wanted
There
to
he
say
is.
thank you to Aaron McDermott for in Latitude Commercial for being sponsor on every one of
Oh,
our
nice.
shows.
Well, I want
Are
to.
you guys fucking with me now?
No.
Whoa,
we got nothing.
wow.
We got nothing for you.
It's $20
Like,
during Lent.
Yeah.
But
No,
the
we
one
got rid
thing
of
I
the
would
swear
say
jar.
is the risk you had was actually paying in advance.
Yeah.
Because
I
there
know.
was no,
I thought about that.
You're like, what if these
okay,
guys-
I'm all about a discount, but
these guys aren't going to make April.
no, we made it.
Whew.
Thank
Almost.
you.
We haven't
yeah,
made it yet.
Almost.
Thank
Yeah.
you for your belief in us.
early on.
You were in
Yeah,
early.
I got a discount too.
By the
I
way,
kinda, like,
your
wiggled that
membership
down.
has expired. So
Yeah.
I hope you
is
brought
that
your
why
check
I'm on?
there.
Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah.
when Aaron leaves the
Yeah.
show today, make sure to get his check for next season.
Did you hear how they treated their sponsors this morning?
I mean, I've heard you
Well, okay.
Thank you.
specifically.
All right.
Thank you, Aaron.
True,
Yeah.
but this morning they were really the season finale. They're like, we're going to eliminate every sponsor we have.
Oh, really?
Before this thing ends.
Oh, nice.
Well, Misprint loves their commercial. I do sexy talk, and
Yeah, Aaron's like,
they love sexy
leave
talk.
off the
Hey,
sexy. That's why he likes
we've
when
been
I
doing-
read his
we've been-
commercial.
We've been doing legit on Latitude lately, though. I remember one time we were doing if you want baseball cards,
Right,
if you
play a
want
game of
like,
pool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
We may not be the best.
Why?
I'm pretty good at selling baseball cards. Let me tell you.
Oh yeah,
I just brought a card
What
for
about
Aaron
selling
today to sell
properties?
for me. So
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
what kind?
I bought a pack from Walmart 2 days ago, and I pulled a card that's probably worth about maybe $2,000.
Are you
Just like
serious?
that.
Really?
It's a rookie basketball player named Emmanuel Quickly, who's on the
New York Knicks.
Yep.
And it's a 1 of 15 cards. So there's only 15 others or 14
And you
others
got him
that
right in
exist.
Hammond, Indiana. It's like winning the lottery, Phil.
It felt really good. Yep.
Wait.
How
So
mu-
you walked into Target or something and just got these cards?
I went to Walmart.
How old are
in
you,
Hammond.
dude?
This is
Yeah, I was going to say, I
You
feel
buy baseball cards?
I
this
used to
is-
walk to
yeah.
Haney's and get
Does it
cards
still
when I
have?
was about
Does it
8.
still have the gum? Stale gum?
I can go grab it. You'll see it. You'll be very impressed. It's a purple laser.
I will not be that
No, you
impressed.
won't.
I'll be
Where's it
honest
right
with
now?
you, yeah.
So if anybody wants to go steal it,
In
they
his
can
pocket,
go grab
I bet,
it.
right now.
Yeah.
Getting
It's in his
wrinkled.
pocket.
Getting
Yeah, right
crumpled
here.
up.
Yes.
Yeah, it's in his spikes.
Carter's playing with it.
Aaron's like,
Exactly.
this was worth $2,000, but now after
Yeah.
it's been in your jacket, Phil,
Well,
I think I can get about
this?
$40
It could go
for it.
up because LaMelo Ball is out for the season now.
Yes, he is. I'd sell
Yeah.
quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm selling.
Oh, yeah. No, it's
If
getting
it's worth
sold.
2,000, I would find that. I'd find
Yeah.
that sucker and sell it stat.
Bingo.
Oh,
Yeah,
I am.
for sure.
That's why I brought it. He's
Yeah.
selling it for me.
Don't
You
say
don't-
the word sucker until after he's back.
Yeah, exactly.
Just
Well,
text it to him.
Hopefully, no one on eBay is listening to LOCPOD right now.
Nah, I
so.
doubt it.
Your first
Yeah.
podcast,
No.
your first podcast of next season will be how I sold the card for $7.
Dude, even if you sold it for
After
$7,
After his
went
career-ending
out,
knee
like,
injury.
Yeah.
Well,
I'd be impressed if you sold it for $7.
Phil, if your picks are anything like you selling baseball cards, it is going to sell for
Let's
$7.
talk about that real quick.
Yeah, man. By the
Ouch.
way, I don't know dick about basketball. I just don't,
Whoa.
right? So
That was a weird
I get-
choice of word.
so it's just a. So anyway, I come in the studio the other day, and Kevin's like,
Just one of
"Hey."
his favorite words.
Kevin texts us the other day before the tournament starts. Hey, fill out your brackets. I'm at home like, I don't know anything about this bracket. Like, I would just put number one all the way through, right? So I'm like, okay. I look at the paper and I just pick one team. I didn't want to pick a number one because Kevin would call me out. So I picked a 2 seed.
I did.
Ohio State. I'm like, Ohio State's great in football, and I know a lot about college football. I'm like, I'm going to sound like I know what I'm talking about. I didn't go with the number one seed, but I really like Ohio State this year. I think they're going all the way, right? So I come in, and Kevin puts me on the spot, and I was like, Ohio State, of course. And Kevin's like, wow, good job.
All right.
And then I get to B-dubs that evening, and the first person I see is Phil Taillon. And Phil's like, hey, we got the same team today, Tom.
Tom's like, that's the kiss of death.
I knew I am dead. And they lost the opening round.
To Oral Roberts.
15 seed beats a 2.
Did just
And then
beat
Oral Roberts
Florida.
won again.
Yeah.
So I knew
Good
as soon as Phil and I were on the same team. How
Jana
screwed
had
I
the
was.
same pick, Ohio State. Wow.
Yeah.
You guys are.
I didn't
feeling bad
have
about
winning the
your
whole
picks.
thing, though. I have Gonzaga like most people, but I did lose $40 that
I hate
day
Gonzaga.
betting Ohio State.
Yeah,
Did
that
you?
was bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would have lost more if your buddy Aku didn't give you money.
He must have felt
You
bad.
That's
know,
for
my
you.
theory. Aku loves you.
Yeah.
And like when you start losing too much money, he makes dumb bets to give you the money back.
I
It's really
sucker-
sweet, actually.
I don't think
I
could
sucker
do
You
betted
didn't
that.
him
suck.
into
I wouldn't do that.
He
to
loves
Phil.
you. He loves you.
Yeah.
Aku
I
is
don't know
like-
about all that.
He's like fills down a couple hundred, and then he makes like a stupid $150 bet, and you're like, okay, I'm only down 50 now.
I would say that Aku makes dumb bets with everybody.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Because I know who they are, and everybody
Very
has
true.
experienced
Yeah.
it. You know,
So in other words, when you're down some money, get around Aku.
he then gave me, I believe it was Oregon State, who was up like 13 points against Tennessee. He's like, yeah, I'll give you Oregon State because Tennessee's the favorite. So I got my money right back.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That was. I
Now
love
that's
you,
smart
Phil.
betting.
Yeah.
Just find Aku.
Yeah, exactly. That's it.
By the way, I think Aaron has a major announcement he's
I
going to make.
do.
Oh.
I've been complaining about this
All
for the
right.
last-
He waited to
last
get on LOCPOD
2
to make
weeks.
this
All right,
is a
we're
major
ready.
announcement.
Now because
Because you're a
doing it on
sponsor, you can do
show
this.
That I'm going to commit to it. That I'm renouncing my Bears
What?
fandom.
Wait
I'm
a
done.
minute.
I'm
Like
done.
giving all your Bears stuff
I'm
away,
done.
burning
I'm
it.
not
So if I get
I don't
Bears
know if I
tickets,
can
You
burn a
can't
Walter
go to
Payton
Bears
jersey,
game.
but
Thank you. Do
so
not
hold
do
it.
that.
I get good
I'm
Bears
done.
seats. You're done. You're not going.
no, I'm good. Well,
You're not gonna
I'll
go to
root
Bears?
against. No, I'll do that. But I'm
You're
gonna
gonna root
against
against them?
Yeah,
You're rooting against
100
the Bears.
I am.
What?
All because of the
I'm
quarterback
done.
issue?
What if
No,
it's
all
like the
because of the
Packers?
ownership issue. It's the ownership. They're stupid.
I mean, the
They're
Hallis has
stupid.
been
They're
around
the
a while.
They are
worst
You know, they were.
family. The worst ownership in sports.
They've
Not
been
forget-
around since like 1919,
Yeah.
right? With
Yeah.
So
with
who's
the
going to
Bears.
be your
It kinda
team
looks
now,
like
eh?
Yeah.
That's a good question. I don't know.
Packers?
Oh God,
not
Oh,
exactly.
you
I
should
bet
not
you're
know.
gonna,
No,
because
Go
I know
far
I
away.
can't go to. I can't do the Packers.
Niners?
Don't do the Colts. Please don't do
Niners
the
are
Colts.
our top favorite.
Well,
I
that
would
was
say.
Aaron and my childhood team. Was
Yeah.
the 49ers.
All right.
I also I'm
could-
a huge fan of, and he knows this, of Justin
Chargers.
Herbert.
I knew you
so
were gonna say
I'm a
Chargers.
big fan of the
I think
Chargers.
I
Wow.
could take
You
care
got
of
a
you with some
connection?
charge. I think I could take care of you with some
You got a
Charger
connection
stuff.
with Chargers.
So I've got to go with somebody that's not. I can't go with KC.
You got to go with
It's
you
hard
got
to
to go with
Tampa
Colts.
Bay.
I think you,
You
gotta
can't
go
get on the
with Colts.
bandwagon. I
I
think
can't jump on a
Chargers are
bandwagon.
rising.
Colts isn't a bandwagon. The Colts
No.
is not. You have a legitimate reason to be.
I
a
could
Colts
not
fan.
handle
I
being
don't
a
know if I
Colts
can
fan
be a
up here.
Colts fan.
They got
Yeah.
Carson Wentz. I
Too
think.
much.
I think Colts. Why wouldn't you? You're a Hoosier.
No,
For
that's
God's
exactly
sake.
why I wouldn't. I'm from Lake County.
But
I'm from
first
the-
off, you shouldn't be
What makes
renouncing
bad
your
memories
Bears.
in
college.
You shouldn't be renouncing your Bears. That would be like getting rid of the
I'm
Cubs,
done.
dude.
No.
The Cubs
The
sucked for
Cubs
100
had
years.
a choice. The Cubs had a chance when they sold. They had a chance. I don't see a chance.
So what
Like, this
happens if they
family's-
sell? Like next
Then
year, you come
no.
back?
Okay. Well, then I'll come back if the family.
I'm not
gets rid of
taking
the
you to any
team.
Bears games ever again.
What if
I
the
shouldn't
what
have
if the
said
Bears
this.
go 10-6, 11-5?
That backfired quickly.
I'll
Bears
root-
have a
I
great
will-
season.
Nope. I'm
Tom's got
rooting against
playoff
them.
tickets.
I'm gonna get playoff
damn.
tickets. Super Bowl. They're not going to the playoffs.
Yeah.
So let's be
How are
honest.
they
I mean,
gonna
let's
have a
be
great
honest.
season?
They're not going to have a great season anytime soon.
Why you don't have confidence in Andy Dalton?
Well, they got
Even
rid of
if
Fuller.
they
Getting rid
did.
of Fuller, I thought was crazy
They're getting
too.
rid of one of their worst players. I mean,
Yeah.
well, we can have a whole discussion on how bad the Bears are and
I'm just
the
going
moves
to
they've made.
continue to commiserate with
and it all
Bears
starts at the
fans.
top. It starts at the top. Like this organization they suck. They're stupid. Like stupid.
we
Like
go.
they have no idea what they're
There
doing.
goes our Bears sponsorship of,
yeah.
of the pod.
Yeah, sorry.
We've got latitude though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
we got
I'll
it.
make up for the Caskey family.
Latitude spends more probably. So,
Well,
yeah.
they do.
Yeah.
They do.
Hey guys,
Yes, sir.
we're all here together, and it reminded me of something. And I don't know if we want to talk about this on the air, but I'm bringing it up. It's the season finale.
Mm-hmm.
I was on a text thread with you guys the other day.
Oh, dude, are you seriously going here?
I'm going here. I was on the text thread the other day, and Tom,
I think by
you
mistake, by the
seemed-
way.
you seem super
How was John on that text?
pissed.
I was pissed, but I don't know if we should go here on the air. Seriously.
I'm ready for this.
I think we should
I'm
go
excited.
here because
What's
I want to
going
know why you were so pissed. And
And
I've actually got a picture too.
I have to tread lightly.
Wait, just a little bit of background. John was on a John was mistakenly put on a text thread between that. It was Phil sending a text to me, John Kennedy, and John, and I don't think you meant to.
I did not. I was
Right.
trying to send it to the running crew, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Are we
So we're
really
going
talking
there.
about this?
Oh yeah, let's
Okay.
go.
I feel awkward saying no. I mean, my whole life is, but this is a touchy.
Your whole life is
First
out
off,
in the middle of.
you guys screwed me, and I mean, it's going to be embarrassing
no,
to go on
it's-
air and talk about how I was screwed by you guys.
Let's start at the end of this picture where there is someone not in it.
Hold it,
Okay?
hold it.
Okay.
Let's lead up to this. If
you're
you're
gonna
gonna
start there,
if you're
John.
gonna bust a
Oh.
picture out, we have to tell the story, right?
You have
Yeah.
to.
Well, first
The
of all,
picture's
Tom,
up.
do I have permission to
Where's
speak
the
freely?
picture? I
Please
see
do.
this.
Please
Okay.
do.
All
Please
right.
do.
That's what I needed to hear.
We
Okay.
all speaking freely because this is like a jury. So Aaron wasn't there, Lindsay wasn't there, and neither was John.
I still don't know what's
So
going on.
you two are the pricks in my life that were there, and then
Okay,
me,
so-
the innocent victim of this whole thing, right? So,
So this-
let's just lay
Text
the.
me this picture, John.
This
I
should
have
be.
to-
Oh,
I
here
have
you
to
go.
see this.
And
Okay.
by the way, this is so late in
Oh,
the story.
Ooh.
This is
Okay. I
yeah,
see.
it's a nice
I see
picture.
right
of-
away.
So we have
Well, I see
Phil
what's
and his
going on
wife
right
Kelly. We have Marissa there without her husband. we
Marissa,
have
too.
Kevin
Oh,
and his
yeah.
wife Jana.
Wait, no.
It's
no.
it's probably
I am
a
by
knickerbocker,
myself.
too.
You're right, Kevin. And no, so Jana and was not there, and I wasn't there.
Correct.
And then we have the Kennedys there,
Okay.
That's
JFK
great.
and Rosie.
Okay.
Right.
John.
So let's start out. This is background, right? I'm going to name. I think Tom wants to probably name this Mayor Tom Gets Ditched. I would name it also known as Mayor Tom Got His Feelings Hurt and Got Pissed Off at his friends. So here's
that's appropriate.
That's a long one.
Here's,
That's appropriate.
here's how it
Really
started.
Girls are
It
fighting.
started.
This isn't court.
I
big
know
guy.
when this
Like-
started. Actually, I feel like I was part of the original.
There was a
Were you?
request to do a group run.
Yeah.
At Wicker Park.
Group
Right?
run.
That.
Yeah.
We do these
We're out
every
of
once in a
town.
while. We all get together, and like I usually don't go. Fair statement.
Yes.
Like, I'm not a group person, and you guys know that about me. I'm like more like if I'm working out, I'm a solo.
This wasn't
guy.
required.
Agree.
And
Agree.
Aaron and Christina have come on several occasions.
Right.
We've done this.
Yeah,
How many
I have
times
been
have you
on the
seen me at a
original
group
thread.
run?
Not very often.
5K, Festival 5K.
Well-
We did the turkey trot. The
Yeah,
5
that's
miler.
right. Okay, fair
the
enough.
Pumpkin
Right.
plod.
Right.
Yep.
Yep, during your
Right.
campaign, everybody had McDermott for Congress
Right,
shirts on.
right,
It was
right,
fun.
right.
A lot
So
of
we do
fun.
them every once in a while.
Yeah.
So this morning, it's been nice weather lately. This morning was cold. I thought it was cold.
No.
40-ish.
45.
Okay.
At run
It's
time.
not wonderful. And by the way, that day it was supposed to be like 60, 65. And we're going 10 o'clock. We're going running at 10 o'clock.
10:30.
It was freaking cold then.
Well, wait. The idea was, okay, the text goes out to everybody. We're going to run at 10:30 on Saturday. And the morning of, let's say about 9 a.m., we get a text from Tom saying, hey, I'm not really, a cold weather person. It's pretty cold out there.
It was like 35 at the
time.
time.
We basically just ripped him and said, are you
They
kidding?
did. They
I
did.
think Rose said something like, bring your ski gloves and hat and come on out. I mean, it wasn't that cold. 45, no wind, sunny.
And I had-
And the idea was to have lunch after. It wasn't like go to lunch, throw up, and go for a run.
Right.
Right. It was.
I
Like,
had just run the day before when it was 36. So I was thinking,
My
man,
bottom
this
limit's
is a
20.
beautiful day
It was
today.
gorgeous.
Great.
It was great.
I'm happy for you guys.
So we all go out.
So anyway, so obviously I'm ready to go. And I'm like, hey, do you want to put it off a couple hours? It'll be a little warmer. And then everybody rips me. And I'm like, right off the bat, like,
and credit to you, came in shorts.
I was like, why am I doing this? Because I should be running farther than a
shorts.
5K anyway. I need to be running farther. So anyway, I show up because I'm like a trooper. I'm like, I don't want to be antisocial, and I am antisocial. That's the funny thing about me. I think my brother and Lindsay
story.
can back me up on this.
Absolutely true.
I'm totally antisocial. Like when I am not Mayor Tom, when I'm like regular Tom, I'm totally
Sits
antisocial.
alone in the backyard by
Yes.
himself.
Ski
Right?
trips. He's off.
Yeah, he's gone.
Right? Yeah. So like I'm the guy that goes solo, right?
Yeah.
Biking
So
solo.
I feel like I don't want to be an asshole.
He's not
I got
into
all my
group
friends.
fitness.
I'm gonna show up.
I tried to
even
get
though
out
it's
of it with the
freaking-
cold weather.
I tried to get like
Didn't
tried
work.
to delay
Yeah.
it. Tried to delay it. Right.
Tried to get out of it.
So
Just
I'm
don't
like,
go.
so I wanted to though, Lindsay, because I wanted to be social.
He's like, I'm usually antisocial. I'm
so
gonna
I,
go.
But-
so I show up and
He
I'm
was
like,
being a better person that morning.
Oh yeah.
so I show up and I got my shorts on and I got cold weather stuff on and I'm clearly like, okay, like, all right, you guys, we could have waited 2 hours and I'm stretching and then like everybody takes off. And first off, like I'm like slow runner. I could go a long way, but I'm not as fast as a lot of these people, right? Like Phil's faster than me, Kevin's faster than me,
Barely.
Marissa's faster than me. And then so like I'm like, okay, they take off and I'm like, son of a,
Well,
right off the bat, I'm by myself, right?
Disclaimer would be that in these former group runs that we've had there that you haven't been in, no, I'm not blaming you for not being there. We've gone at our own pace and people have just gone.
Right.
So it wasn't like we're all supposed to say go and
Right.
then everybody goes.
It's
So
kind
that's
of-
it. But you didn't know that, so I'll give you that.
And it's kind of annoying when you try and run with somebody and everybody's different
Talking and
paces,
stuff.
and you're just like,
You want to listen to music.
you either
or-
want to go faster or
I agree.
slower.
That's
It's-
right.
So you
But
just
it was
want to
just-
do your own thing.
But Phil, look, for me, I'm like, I show up to be social. I know I'm probably one of the slower runners there. Like if we biked, I'd kick your ass. Like all you guys. Well,
and
Kevin.
you'd take off on
Yeah,
us.
you
No, I
probably leave
wouldn't.
you guys.
No, I wouldn't. No, I
Oh,
wouldn't.
hold the phone.
No, I wouldn't. That's the thing. So I'm a biker. There's no way I'm going to pull away from everybody and go off by myself. I'm always like hanging with everybody. So anyway, we're running and I'm thinking to myself, I don't know why the hell I showed up. It's cold. These guys are I'm by myself
Have you
anyway.
sensed the bad
I
mood,
could've been-
right, Aaron?
So
I was
like
gonna
right off
say,
the bat,
so he's getting angry. We have no idea about
No,
this.
we're just
right
running.
now. We're just running.
Like,
Having a great
Doing
time.
a normal,
right off the bat.
regularly scheduled program.
I'm like, why the hell did I come to this? It's freaking cold. I could have waited 2 hours and gone
Because
5
lunch,
miles.
we had lunch together.
But anyway,
That's the answer. That's the answer, though.
we forgot to cover a very important point. So we're all stretching, getting ready to go, and the word is, okay, we're going to Costa del Mar for lunch. And then there was a controversy. I'm giving you acknowledgement. There was a controversy. Like, with the tournament's on, we're going to go to a Mexican restaurant, and Rosie and I think it was Kelly that was like, we want to go to Casa. And I'm like, dude, I love Casa.
And
Let's
Phil
go.
and I said, we want to be somewhere where there's a bunch of TVs because the basketball games will be on. Let's go to our bar. And we just
Absolutely.
left. It was just left out there. I would say.
Absolutely.
It
So
was,
the last I heard was we're going to Casa.
You don't go
This is an
to a
important part
Mexican
of the story.
restaurant with two TVs during the
I see where this
NCAA
is
tournament.
going.
By
You
the
don't
way,
do it.
by the way, that was your argument. But when you guys took off and left me behind, the last thing we said was we're going to Casa.
You figured Kelly was going to win the argument, so it was
Of
like,
course, of
doesn't
course
matter
I
what
did.
Phil wants.
I left
Of course
with
I
it.
did.
I left with the belief it was up in the air.
Well, so
from my
obviously there's a
perspective.
lot of like
Yeah.
right at the bat, a lot of unspokenness going on, right? And then when they all left me like standing there by myself, I'm like, okay, so I start running, and I discovered something that was awesome. I've been training for the try, you know that. I was killing it on the run. I'm like, I get done with the first lap, and I'm like feeling strong. I did a second lap, 5K, which is where we were supposed to stop.
Right, which we were.
And I'm like,
that's key.
You're right. We were supposed to stop there. And when I got there, I didn't realize Kevin was about a football field behind me. But when I got there, I was like, nobody was there. I felt good. I'm like, I'm going to go one more lap, and make it a 5-miler, right? So I go, boom, and I take off one more lap around, right?
How long does a lap take?
10 minutes.
Let's say 20 minutes.
Okay.
It's 2 miles. You were at 3. You went 5. So, I mean, you were at 3,
okay,
and you went 5. So 2 miles.
Whatever. It wasn't that long, I don't think, but okay.
Well, you were cruising that day.
Let's just say. So I'm on the final lap, right? And then I get a phone call from the group. Fair?
Sure, fair.
The group says, you want us to sit here and wait for you?
That's not what was said. It was, hey, is it okay if we go?
Right.
And you
and
said,
I'm like, thinking to myself.
He says, yeah, go ahead.
No. But in
Yeah.
my head, I'm like, fuck you guys, man.
it was
you
like,
left
yeah.
me at the very beginning. I didn't want to come here in the first place. You left me at the beginning, and I haven't been with you the whole time. And then I do one more lap. You can't wait 10 freaking minutes
Well,
for
wait,
me?
did we know how long you were going, though? Because
No.
you might have been running 6 miles.
Did not know.
my
You're going to
God.
do a
So
triathlon.
anyway,
So,
I'm sorry
literally-
I brought this up. By the way, there are runners that were at this in the chat right now. Rose Kennedy, Kelly Taylor.
Oh,
They're all
geez.
talking about this.
So
yes, yes.
By the way,
I know what they're going to say, Kevin.
I know
So-
exactly where they
I am
are.
dividing
I'm
relationships
sure they're not
right now.
helping.
I know exactly where I was when I got the
Tom's
phone call.
argument.
I was at the dog park heading north over by the memorial for the police and fire. I was 5 minutes away. So and they're like, hey, do you want us to stay? I'm like, you
That's not
pricks,
true.
You pricks. I was exactly. I know
I'll tell
exactly.
you. I know where you were because you
How
know
do you
what?
know where I was?
Because when I got to Ridge and Indianapolis
Dude, you
Boulevard,
don't know-
I saw you and yelled at you out my window,
Kevin,
and you
I
just
know
kept
exactly
running.
where I was when I got the phone call. I was at the dog park.
Fair enough. Okay.
Thank
I'll
you
give you
for
that.
telling me where I was.
But I know
didn't
where I
realize-
was when I saw you.
So anyway, so I'm like, you pricks can't wait 5 freaking minutes for me, right? So I'm like, they're like, you want us to go? I'm like, yeah, go. You freaking might as well. I've been by myself the whole time anyway, right? And I'm like, there's no freaking way they're gonna ditch me, right?
No, there's
no way in hell they're gonna
That's it.
ditch me,
Phil,
right?
was there ditching?
well, there's no ditching because we're going to meet up in,
So hold
in,
it.
in 10
when
minutes.
you finished the run,
They
was there
asked,
like a
it's not
welcoming crew there
ditching.
for you?
There was not.
Oh,
Not
you
for
were
me.
by yourself?
I
was by
I was
myself.
pushing Carter on the
So
swings.
anyway.
I wasn't even with them.
So anyway, I come around the corner.
So anyway,
It's
it's
like-
like okay.
Yeah.
So anyway,
He's like, I don't believe you.
So I get there, and everybody's gone. And I'm like, everybody's gone. I'm like,
you
these
told us
mother-
to leave.
These mothers, like, I'm like, okay, yeah, whatever. Okay, so, and then I'm like, okay. And I'm like, this is, like, first off, I felt good because I did 5 miles. I was super proud of myself. I'm like, okay. I went through some things like, you should just go home. Like, let them eat lunch by themselves. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to go to Casa del Mar. I'm going to, hold on. What do you mean? What do you mean? Don't, what? You can't
I was
interrupt
going to
me
say
here. No.
just one little thing I want to mention. One little thing before you say that.
Just talk louder.
Okay, no, I'm not going to talk louder. So when I pulled out onto Ridge Road and got to Indianapolis Boulevard, I saw you running. I rolled down my window and screamed your name. Now you had your headphones on, so you didn't hear me.
I was listening to music.
And I texted you.
You did text me, but
Yes.
I wasn't looking for text.
Agreed. Okay, I'm not saying
Because
you
I'm
were.
not like checking my text while I'm running, right?
Fair enough.
So I'm like, I went through this thing like, I don't even know why I'm going to lunch. I've been by myself since the moment I pulled into Wicker Park, right? And like, I've literally been by myself the whole time. So I'm like,
Lunch didn't
like
stop.
I've been here.
Yeah.
so like, I'm like, all right, I'm going to go to Casa del Mar. I'm going to be a bigger man, right? And I drive to freaking Casa del Mar, okay? And I'm literally pulling in a parking lot and Kevin texts me, hey man, don't forget we're at our bar.
Wait. This is where I come in. This is where I got the text.
This is where John is.
Let
on
me
the
just
text.
read the text to everybody listening to the show
freaking
right
livid.
now.
Yes.
Kevin says, our bar for lunch.
Yep.
Mayor responds, I'm at Casa. Are you kidding me?
And I said,
Wait. Hold on. Then Tom goes on a rant here. He goes, okay, have fun, guys. Mm-hmm. Next text. You guys told me to go to Casa. Must have changed plans when you all left. Next text. Take care.
wait, keep going.
And then you say, actually, it was up in the air. You aren't able, you're away. How about just drive over? Your texts are messed up,
Oh,
Kevin.
I said, well, what I meant to say was, it's not like you're an hour away.
Right.
Just come on over. You're 15 minutes away.
I don't think you really meant take care either. By the way,
I don't either.
I think there was a
Take care
little
was
bit
code
of.
for
I
go
wasn't
fuck
there.
yourselves.
However,
This is the sarcastic Tom McDermott
Yeah.
that I'm
Yeah.
very
Oh, yeah.
much familiar
Yeah.
with.
Who's that name?
Yeah.
The Sassy McSassers.
Well,
Yeah.
and
He was out that day.
We skipped
Yes.
one important aspect
What's
of
that?
this, and
What's
that
that?
was that when we finished the run and we're waiting for you.
This freaking pissed me off.
Right. Well,
While
so-
I'm running.
Yes.
Like they take a picture, a group
Oh.
picture. Everybody but me. Everybody but me.
Now listen. So in the past, we always have taken a picture when we were done, and Aaron, you've been part of that too. So everybody knew that, and we were waiting. And I'm like, well, what do we do? Are we waiting for Tom? And everybody said, well, let's
we
get
don't want to wait for him.
No, it was let's get a picture at the restaurant
Agreed.
when we're all together.
Because he had already said, go ahead.
Yes.
We said, let's take a quick
No,
one.
I said go F
Is this a
yourselves.
backup picture?
This
like a backup picture.
So we wanted one at Wicker because we had done that in the past, right? So you know, it's like tradition almost.
put Carter
but we
in
were
there.
going to take a full one with Tom at the restaurant.
That was the conversation.
That was
it
the
was.
conversation.
Because he said, just go ahead.
But as it turns out, it probably was a mistake when I sent the picture out to everybody, including Tom, and he's not in it.
After he's already pissed off.
After everything he's
might have.
already just
So this is
explained.
Phil's
And you,
fault.
yeah.
Part of it.
There was
Just
a lot of things that went wrong.
Yeah.
We all determined that. So anyway,
To somebody on the outside of this experience, it just sounds like you went on a group fitness thing that they've been doing without you for so long, and you just can't acclimate to what the process that they've developed.
I'm not surprised. My daughter's not. With me. I'm not surprised at all. Like
I would say,
I would have struck her from the jury if I had the opportunity. So like,
to Tom's credit,
There's a lot of
did-
bias.
He did stop by at our bar. He wasn't in a good mood.
Oh, there.
He let us all know
No,
that we hurt his feelings. And by the way,
I did let you
to
all
his
know
big
that.
credit, he did send an apology text later. So
yeah,
thank you.
I did.
True.
Yes.
It was all-
We're going to do a poll real quick.
Thank you.
We want to see
We have
whose
the
side
jury.
the people are on.
Yeah,
this is
the
gonna be
jury is
easy.
out. This is a good one.
Aaron, did you
I
know
will-
that John
did
dominates
go
polls?
to
John, I want to
what?
know what the question is first.
Yeah, the question should be worded properly.
Did Tom
John.
overreact to?
No, that's bullshit. That's bullshit.
And
Did
we-
Tom get ditched? How
Yeah.
about that? Right?
And we didn't.
Did Tom
And,
Yeah,
and-
who's
get
right?
ditched?
We did not talk about every text, by the way, because I know when we were at the bar too, I sent a text. I said, "Hey Tom, we already ordered you a drink. Get over
Yeah,
here.
that's right. That's
Come
true.
on,
That's
you
true.
know."
Then he
That's
got there and
true.
said, "I'm not
But-
having a drink."
I think I sent the
by
hug
the-
emoji.
But
and
by the
maybe-
time I got that, I was like, there was a lot of things that was like, I
It
don't
built up.
Because honestly, God,
It's a long 15-minute drive.
like going into that morning, I didn't even want to go because it was too cold for me. I was like, I'm going to wait another hour and go when it's 60. Why would I go when it's 40 when I can go when it's 60? So like I went there because I wanted to be with you guys. Honestly,
We wanted you to be there
But
with
like
us.
honestly,
Wow.
like my feelings were hurt. It really was. Like that
could
was
tell.
It was like
And we didn't
I'm
mean
a-
to hurt your feelings.
By the way, like if we were in a group ride, I think I'm the fastest. You know, Kevin's fast also, but I think I could probably leave you guys if I wanted to in a group ride. And there's no way if I was in a group ride, I would freaking leave your guys' ass, get to my car, pack up, and leave before you got there.
Runs
There's just
are
no way.
different. The
No,
running
okay.
running
I
group
just
has
don't
been
think.
different.
I thought it was.
Tom has never left me, and when we've done
Thank
a
you.
bike ride.
When we
And-
go like mountain biking, do
For
I like
sure.
leave you in the woods?
100%.
I think we left you in the
Right?
dust at Wayne.
But I don't know. I guess you know what part of the issue is here is that we've done this several times in the past, and you weren't there.
I've
That's
never
what it
been
is.
there.
we
I've
should
never
have
been
set
out.
the rules up early and let everybody know what we were doing.
Yeah.
That's probably our mistake.
All right, the poll overwhelmingly agrees that Tom got ditched.
Thank you, America.
I mean,
Thank you.
It's
his
75%.
It's his
It's
podcast,
not my
and all the
podcast.
people that don't want to piss
You-
him off said
That is
no.
such a
Here's the
bullshit.
thing. Here,
Yes,
keep
that
in
is such
mind.
bullshit.
Keep in mind a poll we took earlier that people overwhelmingly said they were going to miss Lindsay, not Tom. So
Thank you.
So this is why we should believe the polls. I think they're not just all for
Next
Tom.
question.
All right, I just want to hear John
Unbiased.
say that again. We should believe the
I
say that
voted for
again,
you,
John.
Lindsay. Just-
We should believe,
Believe the
polls.
polling. Yes.
How many people voted in this poll, John?
polls are legitimate.
Clip that, John.
My
Polling
polls
is
told me.
legitimate. Yeah.
John, how many people voted in this poll?
Right now, about 40.
About 40
people.
What's the percentage?
Tom voted out of 4 electronic
75%.
devices in front of him.
Yeah.
He hit a vote.
75%. That means
Patrick
30,
voting.
30
Wow.
out of 40 people
Wow.
thinks that you guys are assholes. I mean, how do you feel about that?
It's a lot.
huh?
It's kind of a lot.
I don't know if this show could go on. I don't know. This might be.
Thank God it's the end of the season.
This might be a cliffhanger. Are we going to be back for season 3? That's the question.
Hey, you know, we should before we wrap up, I do want to mention April 9th. We've got a good guest. John, who do we have coming? Do we have that?
I do on my phone.
Whoa, let me tell who we have. Colleen Brennan, Defending Indiana podcast, April
Yeah,
9th.
it's a podcast. It's a funny podcast, unlike ours. That yeah, it's a funny podcast about defending Indiana. It's mostly Chicago based, so it'll be a Chicago based audience that's listening that day. She's a professional comedian. Either her or one of
partners from
her partner
Hammond.
on the podcast is from the city of
And I
Hammond.
think she's from Michigan City. So
That's exactly
Yep.
it. And we got this connection through Christina Hill, actually, who was a guest a couple shows ago.
So we're looking forward to that.
So-
Season 3, Episode 1, April 9th.
If we make it back,
I hope we do.
yeah.
Aaron, will you be sponsoring?
Right? Still the same
Putting you on
discount.
the spot.
Still the same
You got to talk
discount.
to our business manager.
Oh yeah,
We have a business manager
I
now.
heard. I heard. Yeah.
It's not me anymore, thank God.
Yeah.
That was a
You
lot of work.
retiring?
Yep, I'm retiring as business manager,
Mayor,
passing the mantle
thank you for
to the magic man.
allowing us to look into a window into your soul today.
No, it's
We appreciate it.
honestly like I love you guys, and everybody in that group is my friend. And sometimes you have bad days, right?
That's right.
And
Stuff
like, by the
happens.
way,
we felt bad that you felt bad.
I had hurt feelings. That's
We
really
don't
what
like
it
you
was.
to have
And
hurt
then when I have
feelings.
hurt feelings, I lashed out and like, but I had hurt feelings. I was like, why did I do this group run if I'm going to be by myself the
Does
moment
feel
I
like
step
you
out of
kind
my
of
car?
ditched him. I kind of lean on the ditch side.
Thanks, brother.
Wow.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
Man, if you knew the real...
What do you mean the real?
Nothing.
Well, I would tell you this.
That's
we're-
right.
Just
The
keep
we
in
part of
mind,
this.
There's more to this story.
Yeah.
That's right.
as much as your feelings were hurt, we're sitting at the restaurant waiting for you to get there,
You
so
were.
you can have a drink with
You
us.
were.
We can
You were.
relax. We
You
can
were.
talk tournament.
True story.
I
At the
was
restaurant,
excited
though,
about
right?
that.
True story.
See, remember this. Nobody, as we sat at the restaurant, was saying like, man, wasn't that great we ditched Tom?
Of course
Yeah.
not.
We're just sitting
I
there
never
like-
said that.
I mean, no,
Kevin,
yeah.
I never said that. I'm saying
There's
like
no evil intent here.
I'm saying
Definitely
if we're in
no
a group
evil
ride
intent.
on our bikes and I'm in the front of the group, I don't get there, pack up my bike, and say, "Screw Kevin, he's going too slow," and I leave you. There's no way. I just don't do that.
Okay.
And I'm not
This is
trying to
the-
make you feel bad.
And I appreciate you're not trying to make me feel bad. Yes, we'll just leave the story there. I mean, the defense part, I guess,
Yeah.
is not going to present its case, but that's okay. By the way, I do truly feel bad that you felt.
We all
I
learned a
feel
lesson.
better now.
We all
I
learned
sent
a
you a
lesson.
sincere text letting you guys.
Yes,
first
you
off,
apologized.
the best thing I did, because Jana wasn't there when this all happened, and she said, at least you're being honest. Because I came back to the table and said, this is why I
That's
feel
right.
this way.
That's
And you guys hurt my feelings, and, that's what friends do, right?
That's why we're
Fair
all
enough.
friends.
Friends don't
Yep.
bottle it up and
Hashtag
then.
emotions.
Yes.
That's right.
Do we
John,
have
can
what's
you-
the emoji of the day? The care emoji.
Can you
Oh, care
Photoshop
emoji?
We got a Care
Tom's
Bear?
face into that picture and repost
Can
it
you
later?
please do that? That would be
and
great.
repost it later. That'd be
Yeah.
great. That'd be fun.
Just make sure he looks really cold.
yes.
Yeah, no,
It should
salt.
be like-
That was salt.
I should put his face on Carter so it looks like he's.
Yeah,
It's like-
put my face over Carter's. That's hilarious.
Well, Mr. Locomotive, why don't you wrap us up?
Thanks for 2 great seasons, guys. Lindsay, featuring Lindsay, did a great job. Thank you very much. On John Vez, you're the best. Great producer. Thank you very much. Thank you. Of course.
Oh, boy.
Talk to you later. And then my brother Aaron, thanks for Latitude sponsoring every one of our
Absolutely.
shows. And Phil Taillon, the greatest chief of staff ever. Whatever,
sir.
I'm just-
Greatest
sir.
current chief
said
of
whatever.
greatest current
Yeah.
chief of staff.
Yeah.
Greatest current
Greatest chief of staff in this room.
The greatest current chief of staff I have.
In the Times poll, please vote for me as the best chief of staff.
Well, you should try to do
of-
that.
yeah.
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
And then Kevin Smith, thanks very much for being the caboose and
Got it,
keeping us
man.
on track.
We're trying.
The caboose is an important part. And
Yeah,
we all
it
know.
used to be. Not, I don't know. In modern trains, maybe
Right.
not. But
And I'm never
thank you.
I'm never running with you guys again. So thanks to everybody. See you on season 3. We're gonna be back April 9th. The
Friday,
first
April 9th.
Friday after Easter. Take care, everybody. See you after Easter.
All right.